You are looking live at Cleveland Heights High School, and it is tournament time once again in Northeast Ohio. Hello, everyone. Grant Graves, Pat Hayes, Braden Volkancic with you on the Lakewood Sports Channel. And Pat, it's sectional final time. A very familiar territory for the Lakewood Rangers. A fantastic tournament run last year. We're really excited to see what this year's team has for us in store with the OHSAA Tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, Grant. Two hungry teams, playoff time, get to kind of turn the page from the regular season and get ready for the playoffs.
Lakewood coming into the game off a few tough losses at the end of the season. One against Normandy, one against Bay Village, but certainly, Pat, tournament brings new life. Coach Kamock's been using the phrase at practice, it's a new season. Certainly Lakewood's going to embrace that tonight and hopefully for a few games here in this tournament run.
Absolutely. They got back on schedule against North Ridgeville to end the season, which helped too, and then had a good week of practice to get ready for a tough Cleveland Heights team.
Certainly one of the advantages of that inaugural GLC tournament has to be how the Rangers feel prepared for a tournament atmosphere where the wins and the moments and the plays matter that much more. They already got a taste of it. It'll certainly be interesting to see how they're transferring that the lessons they learned in the GLC tournament.
Yes, definitely, Grant. They got a little taste. Now they're going to take the whole bite here.
With the Cleveland Heights Tigers on the other end getting ready to square off against the Rangers, it is certainly a tall task. The number 9 seed in the entire region. They are the 20th ranked team in the Northeast Ohio area. This is one of the toughest challenges the purple and gold have faced this season.
Yeah, they're really good. Their record, doesn't say the whole story. They're really tough. They're only 8-10, but they play a really hard schedule, and they're a really good team.
The LEL, Lakewood knows all about the LEL, the good old days back in the Lake Erie League. Cleveland Heights now in the Lake Erie League with teams like Bedford, Shaker, Garfield Heights, Maple Heights, a lot of teams that give them, a really good test throughout the regular season, but certainly they scheduled a heck of a non-conference schedule.
Yes, they definitely did, and you can see it with their record. They're ready to go, and they're getting it going at the right time for playoffs.
Cleveland Heights playing the likes of Medina, St. Ignatius, Buchtel, their signature win of the year, coming against the team with one of the top prospects in the entire country. Certainly Cleveland Heights is ready for tournament time. They're a team that could take it very far and maybe possibly seeing Medina at the end of this thing.
Yeah, I 100% agree. They got guys, E.J. Farmer, to name one, he's a stud. We saw him a couple years ago when he was at Lutheran East. Now he's at Cleveland Heights leading the way for the Heights team.
Our player to watch tonight is E.J. Farmer, recently committed to Toledo University, the Rockets. He'll be playing in the MAC for the next 4 years. He is the number 2 shooting guard in the 2021 class for Ohio, right behind Malachi Brayman over there at St. Vincent St. Mary. He had 30 big points last night against the North Olmsted Eagles in a win, and his highest scoring performance this year was 32 points against Shaker Heights, averaging 17.8 on the season. He's going to be the guy Lakewood has to shut down.
Yeah, he's a tough cover. He can do it a lot of different ways, and hopefully, playing last night, a little bit tired, a little bit rusty, coming into tonight.
Well, the Cleveland Heights Tigers are led by basketball royalty R.J. Bremer, the former Cav. He played here at Cleveland Heights High School. His jersey is hanging right over there. If our cameraman Braden will get that number 22 jersey. There's Coach Bremer's jersey there. He played under the legendary Coach Jim Capoletti. The court is named after Coach Capoletti, and he had some awesome things to say about his former coach when we were researching for this one. And certainly, Pat, it's good to see such talented guys come back, especially to their alma mater. It's just a great story, and we're happy to be bringing Cleveland Heights and Lakewood Ranger basketball tonight.
Absolutely, Grant. I'm sure Coach Kamock is a little bit happy that the coaches aren't playing one-on-one tonight. Coach Kamock, a good player in his own right, but that's a tough cover on the other side there.
Lakewood coming into this game off a win versus North Ridgeville. A little different starting lineup. No Pete Patsaurus. Their big-time scorer is out for this one with a hand injury. It'll be on the Rangers to pick up where Pete has certainly left off this year.
Yes, Grant. They're going to have to really shoot the ball tonight. You know, the likes of Aiden Wacker is going to have to come out, stay hot for the Rangers. Hakeem the Dream, you get those guys going early, and that could be the key to success for the Rangers.
And it's certainly going back and looking at the different elements of the season. It's been Hakeem coming off the bench sometimes, starting sometimes, that when Pete has been out or other guys have been out, Hakeem has stepped up. He's definitely going to be my impact player to watch for tonight's game. As now we take it down to the Cleveland Heights press box announcer, and we get our national anthem and starting lineups here from Cleveland Heights High School. It's basketball time, tournament time from Cleveland Heights High School. So glad you're joining us on the Lakewood Sports Channel, sponsored by First Federal of Lakewood. Lakewood coming out in their white jerseys, purple and gold trim, those stars on the left thigh. Hakeem Karan, Ahmed Muhammad, Riley Ulintz, Jaquan Neal, and Marcel Gray are in the starting five for the purple and gold. And on the other side, Cleveland Heights in their black with gold trim. It's going to be Brian Otrix, E.J. Farmer, Keyshawn Hall, Rondale Pollard and Amir Stewart. This will be a good one, Pat. Tournament action, nothing like it, especially with two hungry teams like this.
Yeah, oh yeah, Grant, I'm ready to get started. It's going to be, the Rangers are really going to have to rebound the basketball, being undersized in this one.
Grayer going for the tip against Hall, and we are moments away from basketball time here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. The tip is controlled by Cleveland Heights. Brian Otrix with it, the Detroit Mercy commit, and we are off here. Lakewood coming out of the 2-3 zone. A deep pull from the Cleveland Heights Tigers, and the rebound was pulled down by Hall. Ulnitz breaks out. Couple Tigers with him. Neal to the rim and in. Jaquan Neal gets Lakewood on the board first. And a nice turnover there by Lakewood.
I think you're going to see the Rangers change up defenses a lot today, keep Cleveland Heights guessing, not being able to match up as well with the size. Zone is a good option to look at.
Otrix rims out. Nice shot from the corner for Brian Otrix. Just couldn't get it to go, averaging 1 3-pointer per game on the season.
Rangers are going to have to really get back on defense as well, because Cleveland Heights is going to want to get out and go.
Ahmed Muhammad, 3 of those for the big man, and Lakewood coming out hot in this one. Coach Kamach animated on the sideline, imploring his team to follow the game plan. They've certainly done that early on.
Yeah,
Heights not afraid to pull it from deep. That one way off, hits the backboard, tips out of bounds by number 1, Amir Stewart. And Lakewood will get Coach R.J. Bremer to take an early timeout, and boy, the number 28 seed certainly flipping the script on the 9 seed.
You couldn't ask for a much better start than this, Grant. Getting it going, getting some turnovers, hitting some shots, it's a great start.
Well, certainly Cleveland Heights is no stranger to a zone offense. They got zoned pretty much the whole game against Bedford the other night when they played against the Bedford, tough opponent in the area.
Yes.
They're the LEL champion is what I meant to say. And, looking at how they played against them, they were 41% from the field, 31% from 3, which isn't horrible.
No.
And certainly if you're Lakewood, you've given up a couple open looks so far, but you're going to live with that, specifically with how well Cleveland Heights attacks the rim.
Yeah, they're big, and they like to get inside and score at the rim. Settling for threes is what the Rangers want them to do.
A little bit of pressure from Cleveland Heights. Lakewood handles it nicely. Neal tried to split the gap there and turned it over, but they're going to say it was off Rondale Pollard, the 5'11 sophomore guard, and Lakewood will take it baseline out of bounds.
The Rangers and the Tigers are playing a little bit of chess match here, kind of, both watch film. Rangers didn't handle pressure that well.
And it's the playoffs. The preparation and the scouting and everything, there's so much more that goes into it when it's just a regular season game.
It's through the roof.
Ahmed Muhammad looked like he had a slimmer there, but didn't take it. Jaquan Neal has a sliver, ran right into big Keyshawn Hall and kicked it out to Muhammad, whose three-pointer rattles in and out. And number 4, they call him Big Guard. The 6'6 senior pushes the ball for the Tigers.
That's new age basketball right there, Grant. Give up a 2-pointer to try to get a 3. Didn't fall for the Rangers, though.
Certainly Cleveland Heights looking to get their offense started here. The number 9 seed, number 20 in the area, top 25 for the Northeast Ohio area. Looking to counteract this 2-3 zone by Lakewood. Dumps it inside. Stewart no good. Hall pulled down the offensive rebound, and Heights is on the board. 5-2, the Rangers lead.
And this is why it's so important that the Rangers had that week of preparation. We haven't really ran too much zone all year, so being able to work on it for a week consistently is definitely going to help the Rangers.
That ball thrown out of bounds, an errant pass. Ulnitz went one way, Jaquan Neal's pass went the other, and Lakewood turns it over there. Something you're going to want to avoid, obviously, if you're Lakewood.
Yeah, can't have the unforced ones. Cleveland Heights going to speed us up and turn us over, but can't, just throw the ball around.
That take no good. Wrestled around. Keyshawn Hall got more of Marcel Grayer's head than he did the ball, and a loose ball foul will be assessed to the big man.
MJ plays a lot bigger than he really is, and he's going to have to do that tonight. Good job doing it right there.
Ahmed Muhammad imploring the Rangers to come back and get this inbounds pass. Lakewood with a little different press breaker than we've seen from them in recent games. It seems that's been a point of emphasis for Coach Kamach.
Yes, absolutely. I can see why we didn't really handle the press very well against Bay and some other schools, so changing up is not a bad idea.
Muhammad finds Karan in the corner for a three, no good. And Cleveland Heights, it looks like they tipped it out, and it'll be Lakewood ball. Lakewood certainly has been on the receiving end of a few close 50-50 balls so far tonight, and that spells good things if you're Lakewood.
Yeah, you got to win those ones to win the game.
Cleveland Heights 8-10 overall on the season. One of the toughest schedules you will find in the area, if not the state. Grayer kicks it on the ground after the pass from Ulentz, and he gets it back to Muhammad, who will reset. Riley Ulentz out there, been the leading scorer for the Rangers in the second half of the season. It'll be a big performance from him tonight that can propel the Rangers to a win, as Muhammad's shot draws nothing, and Cleveland Heights will retain.
You know, you can get that shot whenever you want. So, you know, try to work it around, get a better shot selection. You know, I know he hit one early, but you want to get a shot in the flow of the offense.
Lakewood looking to make the most of their opportunities against a stingy Cleveland Heights defense. That one dumped inside to Hall. Hall was hit. The ball goes off his leg, and Lakewood will regain possession. A few turnovers back-to-back here, Pat. Who do you think that favors in the long run?
Yeah, Rangers, you know, I mean, they're doing a good job of forcing turnovers. I really like the zone. You know, they're collapsing on the bigs when they get it down there and making it really hard for them to score a bucket.
We're so glad you can be joining us here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Lakewood holding a 3-point lead with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Ulentz gets tackled on the ground. 3 Tigers went to the floor with them. Looked like a football scrum there, but the jump ball will keep the ball with the purple and gold.
Coach Hammock, try to get a timeout there. That's always a tough one. Do you grant the timeout before the jump ball occurred?
I want to give a big shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. The comment section already going. This playoff game is going to have huge implications for the Northeast Ohio basketball area. We're so glad that we can bring the action to you, presented by First Federal of Lakewood. Lakewood starting their offense a little higher up the floor, Pat, trying to find those driving lanes, because when you compact this Cleveland Heights defense, it's certainly tough.
Oh, yeah, they're big, long, athletic, and bringing them out, you don't have a post threat in Pete Patsoris.
Sure.
So bringing them out, you know, a little bit more room to operate, which could bode well for the Rangers.
Nice split there by Ulentz. He took it to the floor, and he was rejected by Stewart at the rim. Nice dump inside to Farmer, and E.J. Farmer, his first points of the evening, and Cleveland Heights pulls it within 1. Those are the takes you're going to have to try to get, though, if you're Lakewood, to soften up the perimeter defense for the Tigers. You got to make them help off the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, Grant, and that's the thing. I mean, if we can handle their pressure, it'll help lead to easy buckets, you know, because they're coming to trap now.
Sure.
If we make the right pass, we should be able to get some layups here.
5-4 the Rangers lead. 3 minutes, 18 seconds remaining here at Cleveland Heights High School. And Aiden Wacker, the senior, will check in for Grayer. A little more shooting for the Rangers, but certainly you have a guy like Ahmed Muhammad A. Moody in there. He's a bigger body, but certainly this is a traditional 5-out offense for the Rangers.
Yeah, definitely, with no big. And even when we have Pete Patsoris in the game, you know, he's still a guard. So we haven't had the big guy in the middle all year.
Hakeem Karan with a questionable shot there. Coach Kamak wondering what the intent was behind that one. And again, but that's just a guy in his first playoff game. We've seen Hakeem in some big games before, but this is a little different. This is win or go home.
Yes, yeah, it definitely is, Grant. And, you know, when you haven't had the taste before, it's a little bit different.
E.J. Farmer, no hesitation. That one short off the front iron, but Farmer pulls down the tip. Inside to Hall, who's pestered by Ulentz and Wacker. It'll be Pollard that pulls it off the back iron. Karan with a tough rebound, and he will control it and give it to Ulentz.
You know, the Rangers have to capitalize on these misses. You know, they've gotten a lot of stops. They just haven't turned them into points. For
a team that scored 76 points against North Olmsted last night, it was interesting. The Cleveland Heights Tigers, timeout there by Coach Kamak as Riley Ulentz was being hounded, a 30-second timeout. In last night's contest, it was 21-14 after the first quarter. It was 33-27 at half, but then the Tigers end up scoring 79 points against the North Olmsted Eagles. That just tells me, listen, you got to make your shots. You got to take your opportunities when you can,
Oh, yeah.
because this team only gets stronger as the game goes on.
Yeah, they can really turn it on. They can score, I mean, in not just one guy. That's the tough thing about these guys. You can't just cue in on Farmer because there's other guys around him that can also score.
Brian Otrix, who is a Detroit Mercy commit. Keyshawn Hall has interest from Walsh University here in Ohio. They bring Jalen Davis off the bench, who's 6'7". Certainly, if you're Lakewood, you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can with this starting group and taking advantage of your 1-point lead here, certainly, as checking in for the Cleveland Heights Tigers is number 5, Cam Majors. Jaquan Neal had a good look at it. No good. Layup went over the rim. And it's Farmer with the step through. No good himself. And Neal will push it the other way.
It's almost like Q lost it going up or something because he had a great look there.
Yulnitz breaks down the defense. Finds Karan in the corner for 3. That one too long. And big number 4, Keyshawn Hall pushes it the other way. Moving it around is Cleveland Heights. Triple try there, no good. E.J. Farmer pulls down a tough rebound, and his putback is good. And he gives Cleveland Heights the lead.
Yeah, the Rangers can't start ball watching here. You know, they're getting the shots that they want Cleveland Heights to take, but then they're watching the rebound instead of going to meeting a guy and putting a body on him.
Number 2, Brian Otrix fouls the ball handler, and Jaquan Neal fell to the ground as Keem Karan checks out. Marcel Grayer checks in. And for Cleveland Heights, it's Mike Coyne, the 6'3" guard, checking in for the Tigers.
And he can shoot it, so now you got to know where he is. Some of these other guys can shoot it, but he's a sharpshooter, so you got to know where he is at all times.
Certainly Cleveland Heights getting further and further into those passing lanes. Jaquan Neal says, no matter. Q knocks it down from deep. That was something you definitely saw on film about Cleveland Heights. When they want to get their offense going, or if they feel like they need more energy defensively, as Coyne misses the 3, they are certainly going to try to get in the passing lanes and turn you over that way. Maybe not so much in a trap scenario, but more getting into a passing lane that you may think is a safe way to go.
Well, definitely, it's an easy way to get your offense going, and bringing the intensity, kind of just getting the guys, the momentum going your way by pressuring the basketball.
Yulnitz working against number 5, Cam Majors. Majors had 7 points last night against North Olmsted. Yulnitz almost had a chance at a 3-point play, but will go to the line instead to shoot a pair with Lakewood leading 8-6, 35.5 remaining.
I really like what Coach Hammock's doing. He's spreading them out. Riley is very quick, and he's got a good handle. So kind of breaking them down and then having shooters ready to shoot the basketball. It's a good look for the Rangers. We just got to start hitting these shots and knocking them down.
As Yulnitz will go to the line. His free throw, no good. We stay at 8-6, and with 30 seconds left, Cleveland Heights will push it the other way.
That's a rare miss of both free throws for the Rangers.
Tough fall underneath. Lakewood pulls it down with 25 seconds remaining.
Hopefully the Rangers look to get the last one here, get a good one too. Heights knows that it goes through Riley. And you can see that they're really pressuring the basketball.
Hill also into the game for the Tigers. 2 seconds remaining. Yulnitz puts it up. That one off the front of the rim, almost down for the junior. But Lakewood leading the Heights Tigers 8-6 at the end of the first quarter.
Who would have thought that was single digits through one quarter? I thought maybe the Rangers would try to get out and chuck a little bit more threes. But they're getting good looks.
Certainly that was the goal, right? Because Yulnitz did a nice job of breaking down the middle, the teeth of the Heights defense. And guys like Karan and guys like Muhammad had to look at a couple of threes. But if you're Lakewood, certainly finishing at the rim will be more of a point of emphasis going forward, because maybe, getting those higher percentage looks is the way to go. And you'd like to see a guy like Aiden Wacker in the corner maybe getting those open looks. Yes,
agreed. But you have to be weary because, they're big, long, athletic. We already saw one block on Riley, so you got to be able to jump stop, maybe pump fake, try to finish at the hoop.
Well, we're so glad to be bringing you the OHSAA sectional action here at Cleveland Heights High School. We are sponsored by First Federal of Lakewood. First Federal of Lakewood is rooted in the communities they serve and has supported the personal and business banking needs of its customers since 1935. Visit ffl.net to learn more, and we are in the second quarter of action here at Cleveland Heights High School. Lakewood holding on to a slim 2-point advantage.
First bank count I ever had, First Federal of Lakewood.
A ringing endorsement from our Patrick Hayes. Off the side of the backboard, and E.J. Farmer is fouled underneath. Coyne's shot way off, but there was Farmer underneath once again, his third offensive rebound of the night.
Yeah, we got to put a body on him. He's long, athletic, big guard, and got to find him.
Farmer going to the line, the Toledo Rocket commit. Misses the first free throw off the front of the iron.
And, you know, being a BG guy, I already don't like him, you know. I'm just kidding. He's a good player.
It'll be fun to root for Farmer for a long time, seeing a Northeast Ohio product there at the MAC school. As the second free throw is no good, Eulens tipped it to Muhammad, and Lakewood takes possession.
See if they can capitalize, get a good look.
Trapping now by the Tigers. Muhammad breaks it down. Grayer jumped to throw the pass, and he found Eulens in a desperation heave.
Dangerous pass there.
Splitting the double team is Eulens. Now it's Muhammad with it, guarded by Coyne. Neal takes it very close to the half-court line. Farmer got a hand on it. The pressure from the Tigers is relentless.
Yeah, I really like extending the offense, but they are getting a little dangerously close to the midcourt line.
I promise no Tiger King references on this broadcast. We're too removed from that part of the quarantine and that part of the pandemic. As a double dribble there by number 5, Cam Majors, it looked like he was going to break out for something special on the other end.
Yeah, and the Rangers tonight have already done a pretty good job in transition, and that was one of the keys to the game. You know, stop them in transition. They like to get out and run, and the Rangers have done a good job of getting back in their zone.
Eulens doing a nice ballet move there on the half-court line to avoid the backcourt violation. Eulens breaking it down on Coyne. Jaquan Neal got to the middle, but it was by way of a travel. So Lakewood will turn the ball over to Cleveland Heights, leading 8-6.
You'd love to see a jump stop past Aiden Wacker in that corner to pop a 3.
E.J. Farmer brings it up. Transferred from Lutheran East in his junior year to Cleveland Heights. And number 21, big Jalen Davis is also in there now for the Heights Tigers. Dumps it down into number 21, Davis. Tipped around a bit, but it's Jalen Davis, too tough underneath for the much shorter Lakewood Ranger team.
Yeah, they got to collapse on him earlier. You know, they can't bait him into getting in the post.
Right, and that's a fantastic position for Davis to be in there. You can't let him get to that spot. That's the spot he wants to be in. As Karan's three-pointer rims out. It's tough in that zone defense to account for everybody, though. Definitely one of the drawbacks.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're not matched up. You got to go find a guy. But, you know, they've been working on it all week.
Yeah, we've certainly seen them working on it, and we know it's been a point of emphasis for Coach Kamak, who's in his own defensive stance on the sideline. And maybe some Coach Kamak voodoo forced that one out of bounds, and the Heights Tigers turn it back over to the Rangers. A lot of turnovers to start this one so far.
Yeah, a little sloppy, you know, but like you said, tournament time. We're getting a little jittery, you know, even though Heights has played all these tough games. Like you said, it's a different season.
And that can lead to the season being a grind. It's good to play that competition, but you sometimes schedule a team that you know you can maybe give some of your star players a rest. And certainly when you talk about the rest aspect, something that's very uncommon to tournament play, as Wacker's 3 is up and off the back iron, but he pulls down his own miss. Neal breaks down the defense. His three-pointer no good, and Lakewood is halfway down on a few triple tries.
Really good job by Aiden following his shot. And
Farmer finds a cutting. Majors, but he was majorly rejected by the rim, and that ball will stay with the Tigers as number 31, Amir Stewart, checks back in. Something you don't see in tournament play to finish the point, though. These Cleveland Heights Tigers played last night against North Olmsted. You rarely see that in tournament play.
You know, yeah, it's a lot different with COVID and everything like that. They came off quarantine, so they could be a little rusty. Bodes well for the Rangers a little bit, and you see it early.
Farmer missed the three-pointer. It was pulled down by the 6'3 senior Stewart, and he was fouled He will attempt 2 free throws for the Heights Tigers with 5 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Coach Lovett imploring some of the Rangers to rebound and get on the defensive glass.
Yeah, second chance opportunities is not going to bode well for the Rangers.
That free throw up and good, and it's the Heights Tigers taking their first lead since the first quarter when they were leading 6-5. Lakewood just 8 points so far, but the shot quality has been pretty darn good.
Yeah,
You'll take it if you're the Rangers.
Oh, absolutely. You just got it's just not falling, and you hope as time goes on they start to fall.
That certainly isn't helping the Ranger effort as another offensive board is given up on the missed free throw. 9-8, the Tigers lead.
And that's the most frustrating one. You can't give up offensive rebounds on free throws.
Nice take underneath. It's dropped down into Davis, who lost it between his legs. It is rolled underneath, and Davis's back touched that ball out of bounds as Muhammad checks in for Neal for the Rangers.
Give it a little bit more size with Muhammad, hopefully box it out.
Looks like a little 1-2-1-1 press from the Cleveland Heights Tigers now.
Yeah, just be confident and be strong with the basketball, and it'll lead to an easy bucket.
Certainly Ullins was confident with that one. Wacker's shot just short. And the Rangers are finding some good looks from the corner, but the normally hot three-pointing shooting Rangers cannot buy a three-pointer tonight. As Farmer's miss was pulled down, another offensive rebound leads to another foul on number 31. Amir Stewart, he's been all over the offensive glass.
Yes, he has, and that's one thing that you got to look out for the Rangers is, no Pete Patsoris. We're not as deep, so getting in foul trouble could be an issue.
And here comes number 4, Keyshawn Hall, back into the game. Certainly something you don't want to see if you're Lakewood.
Even more rebounding.
Wide open, Stewart popped on there, but Coyne is the option in the corner. Farmer posting up, calling for it against Grayer. Keyshawn Hall pulls it from 3. That one off the back of the rim, and Ulitz pulls it down. Farmer almost had it, but Grayer gets it ahead to Karan. Karan's pass, very dangerous as Atrix was right on Wacker's hip.
And it looked like the Rangers manned up there for a minute on that possession to, give a little bit of a different look.
And certainly one of the downsides of the zone is obviously the offensive glass.
Yes.
And if you're not going to match up, find a body and box out, if you're Coach Gamock, that's an intolerable and untenable situation.
Definitely, Grant. And why not try? We haven't ran it yet today, so why not try to match up?
Nice move by Ulis, but he was set away by Farmer. Farmer coast to coast. And that one will give Farmer a chance for 2 points at the free throw line. What an effort by Farmer there. You can see why he is the number 2 guard in the 2021 class. He blocked Ulnitz on the other end, ran the entire length of the floor, got the dump off, and was able to draw contact and go to the line. With the Rangers now 6 fouls here in the second quarter. Farmer's first one up and good.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we keep putting him on the line. We might be here till midnight if we keep this up.
Certainly has been a fun one so far. It's been an up and down game. Both teams giving it their all here in the sectional final of the Northeast bracket. Second one up and good. Farmer makes both, and Lakewood now trails 11-8. One of the interesting stat lines from their game last night against North Olmsted, they held North Olmsted to just 4 points in the fourth quarter. This certainly looks like one of those quarters. It's now 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, and Lakewood yet to have a bucket here in the second quarter. You can kind of see what Cleveland Heights will force you to do if you play their tempo and their style. And
it's not for a lack of good shot opportunities. I mean, they've had the looks. They're just not getting them to fall.
Now, you said it on a few broadcasts ago, shooting gym or non-shooting gym.
This is not.
Neal's miss.
The depth perception on this hoop down here
is different than this one.
Is tough, and that's what I looked at when I first walked in. I'm like, the space between the wall and the hoop is pretty big, so it makes it a little bit tougher.
Now, with the right side of the hoop as it's facing our viewing audience tonight, that one's a little shorter.
Yeah, you'd think you'd shoot better on that hoop, and we're not doing that, so hopefully maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I would like to say it would be the first time.
True. That is true.
As Karan comes underneath with Grayer into rebound against Hall and Stewart.
Really nice facility, though.
As Farmer knocks down the free throw. Beautiful school. I love coming here for a game. Came here to watch Fairview CCC last year in the showcase. Man, what a game that was. and just love coming out here. They got all the pro football jerseys hanging in the athletic hallway. It is a sight to behold here at Cleveland Heights. A beautiful area and a beautiful campus.
Yeah, they have a lot of good athletic alumnus.
Jaquan Neal was able to get rid of the double team, but Grayer traveled down the middle of the paint. He had an open Karan, but another turnover continues Lakewood's second quarter scoring drought.
It's like he got so excited that
he knew the pass to make. He knew the play to make. He kind of forgot.
It's like in football when the running back drops the pass that he could run for 30 yards because he sees it.
Got to keep your eyes on the prize as Farmer gets free in the corner. It'll be a pull there from the wing by number 30, Rondell Pollard.
Honestly, though, Grant, both teams aren't shooting the ball very well. You know, neither team are hitting threes. So it's see who starts getting going first.
As Lakewood controls it here against Cleveland Heights, trailing 13-8. Neal takes it in against Hall. Neal was able to pull down his rebound, pulls down his second miss, and will find himself open again. Working it around, Lakewood with their own second chance opportunities in this one. Yulnitz's floater no good, and he was influenced by big Keyshawn Hall down low.
I think there's a rim.
As Neal gets the steal and breaks out the other way. Neal with the Euro step, and no good. Man, there is a lid on the basket for Lakewood.
Sometimes I think people do the Euro step just to do the Euro step. I think if you just take 2 good steps there and finish strong. Timeout by Coach Kamak. He's going to go over this. Hey, guys, I'm sure he's saying, hey, we're getting good looks.
And it hasn't been an abundance of sets and running guys open. There's been a couple of nice baseline out-of-bounds plays. But if you're Lakewood, that might be advantageous of you to maybe run a set for Yulnitz, maybe get Wacker open. Not to say that they haven't had a ton of open shots, but sometimes, you know, you take the guesswork out of it. You've seen a few turnovers here. You just say, hey, this is our bread and butter play. We know we can either get a layup or through it or a couple of different options. Maybe that's the way to go for the Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, it can't hurt to try.
Can't hurt.
You got nothing's falling right now, so you know, get something that you think you have a high percentage chance of getting an easy bucket. And once you see one go in, a lot of times, you know, that gets the jump. You know, will jumpstart the offense. Hopefully.
Leading scorer for the Rangers is number 4, Jaquan Neal. Leading scorer for the Cleveland Heights Tigers is E.J. Farmer. 5 points for Neal. 8 points for Farmer. Shooting at the line is Stewart for the Tigers. He shot an abundant amount of free throws here in the second quarter.
He has been at the line quite often.
Foul trouble for the Rangers is Neal with 2 fouls, as that free throw no good, pulled down by Grayer. And for Cleveland Heights, it's Keyshawn Hall with 2 fouls as well, something the Rangers might look to exploit here on this possession. Yulnitz working against Otrix Jr. Neal cuts through. No good. A lot of contact down low, but it'll be Hall pushing it the other way. Gets it ahead to Otrix. The 3 is good. Cleveland Heights turn him over and put it in the hoop.
Yeah, I think that's the first 3 that's gone down tonight, other than Mohammed early.
It's a scary thought for the Heights Tigers to get hot from 3 as Yulnitz's three-pointer no good.
I love Riley shooting the basketball, but it's tough when you don't catch it cleanly.
Right into the hands of Yulnitz, and he pushes it the other way. Karan with the ball fake, got a bird. And that one is good. To steal a line from Austin Carr, he got a bird.
Yeah, 1 dribble pull-up, lost art.
Lost art, certainly, but it was beautiful art there for Karan as he pulls the Rangers within 6 and ends the scoring drought for Lakewood.
Yeah, I didn't want to go into half state. We didn't score in the second quarter.
Back into a zone, the Rangers go. Farmer, the acrobatic take and the acrobatic finish. Pushing the Lakewood Lakewood deficit to 8.
Yeah, if you're MJ there, you just want to wall up. You don't want to jump with these guys. You know, try to take a charge.
Certainly it wasn't a terrible contest by Grayer, but man, Farmer is just too good in the air.
Yeah, and when you're shifting like that, it's tough.
Karan, the three-pointer. And Akeem Karan has been the answer to the Lakewood Ranger scoring drought. Farmer, the three, no good, and it's Karan with the rebound. Hakeem, the dream, doing it all here in the sectional final. His pass tipped by number 10, Devon Smith-Johnson. Excuse me, that was number 30, Rondell Pollard.
You love to see this momentum going into the half.
As number 21, Jalen Davis checks in, and Mike Coyne as well, checking in for Heights. Ullins has it. 45 seconds remaining here in the sectional final of the Northeast District. Wacker put the ball on the floor. Couldn't get past Davis, so Ullins will reset. 30 seconds we are approaching here in the second quarter. Grayer working against Coyne. Ullins finds Neal, who steps through it. And that floater high in the air and down through the nylon is Jaquan Neal.
Yeah.
18 to 15. 14 seconds left. Heights almost lost it. Dumps it inside to Davis. He is blocked by Grayer. 7 seconds remaining. Otrix from way downtown banks it in. A backbreaker for the Rangers. Ullins' desperation heave goes over the backboard. And man, the First Federal Bank is open. We love First Federal, but we didn't know their banking hours extended to nighttime here in Cleveland Heights. Certainly a fortuitous bounce for the Tigers. And after a slow offensive start to this one, it's 21 to 15 here at halftime. Certainly Lakewood looking to make some offensive adjustments at half.
Yeah, definitely, Grant. And, that's so hard. That's how it always happens, though. You play such a good defensive possession, and then, you almost get him to take the shot you want, and then, he banks it in. Oh, would have been nice to be going in with only a 3-point deficit.
Well, this game has been full of surprises. This game has been high-paced, fantastic Northeast Ohio basketball we're bringing to you here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Don't go anywhere. Well, if you have to go somewhere, hurry back. Good time to head to the fridge, get dinner going. Good time to take care of what you need to, because we're going to have some fantastic second half action from Cleveland Heights High School. We will return with stats, breakdown, and the second half here from Cleveland Heights. We are back here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Thank you for tuning in at home as Lakewood and Cleveland Heights battling here. Cleveland Heights leading 21-15, and certainly, Pat, defense has been the name of the game for this one. Lakewood just shooting 22% from the field, 21% from three, and Cleveland Heights not much better, 25% from the field, 13% from three, but they have gotten to the line 9 times and converted 5 of those free throws. Lakewood getting to the line twice and coming away empty.
Yeah, it's shooting woes have been going. Hopefully, Rangers can get it going in the second half and start knocking some of those shots down.
And it's interesting, the Cleveland Heights Tigers have had 7 turnovers, 3 more than the Rangers 4. But if you're Lakewood, you're looking at one stat and one stat only at halftime, 11 offensive rebounds for the Tigers in that half.
Yeah, a lot of second chance opportunities for the Tigers, and that doesn't bode well for the Rangers.
Lakewood looking to boast up those shooting numbers here. We want to give a big shout out to all of our supporters out there through the Lakewood Athletic Boosters, bringing our families and fans all the action. Takes a lot of help from our community. The Lakewood Sports Channel would not be possible without the contributions from our supporters. Thanks to donations through the Athletic Boosters, we can keep bringing you the show and help it keep going into the future. Go to golakewood.org if you'd like to make a donation to the channel. And who knows? We may have 5 more broadcasts this year.
Let's hope so.
But if this is the last one, how much fun has this been?
Oh, it's been a lot of fun, Grant. Happy Coach Kamak kind of came up with the idea, but asked you and I to take part in this. It's been a lot of fun.
It has certainly been a great time bringing everyone the action on the Lakewood Sports Channel in our inaugural season. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else bringing you any other team here in Northeast Ohio. The Rangers and Lakewood Sports Channel want to thank everybody for their support this year. And we hope we can, like we said, we hope we can keep broadcasting. Maybe they'll have us down in Columbus.
That would be.
Who knows?
That would be great.
You, me, and the shot. Well, I don't think it's going to be in Columbus.
This year.
It's going to be in Dayton.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
I'll go there.
A little different. That's
I'll
fine.
take a road trip.
Oh, yeah.
I think the whole Lakewood community would be behind us like in Hoosiers.
Oh, yeah. Dayton's it's a good place to big, rich basketball community. I mean,
sure, a lot of history there.
Always have the first 4 game,
yes.
the playing games there.
Yep.
University of Dayton has a really good following, and so that'll be fun this year.
Definitely a new venue for OHSAA, and we'll see if either of these teams will be making their way across their bracket. It's the Cleveland Heights Tigers coming out there with Stewart, Otrix, Farmer, Hall, and number 30, Pollard. For the Rangers, it's Eulens, Neal, Grayer, Wacker, a change in the starting lineup, and Hakeem Quran.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ahmed has a little bit of foul trouble, and you want to get that shooting going, so Aiden Wacker is the guy that you're looking to get.
Certainly looking to improve on that mark from deep, the Rangers are, because that's been their bread and butter. In games that they have won, they've shot it well from deep. Nice slip pass there by Neal. Into the corner, Wacker puts up the 3. That one is good, right out of the gate. On cue, it's Aiden Wacker, the senior, and that gets a big clap from Coach Kamak.
That's what you want to get going. And like I said, I might be wrong. Maybe this hoop is the better shooting hoop.
And, if you're Lakewood, has a nice duck in underneath as Stewart found himself open underneath the hoop and Neal fouled him from behind. If you're Lakewood, in the sense that you're trying to find those looks from deep, you're trying to make that part of the offense. What I thought was impressive there was A, the slip pass, and then B, the pass from Grayer. He probably could have took it in, tried to get a point for himself there. But, man, that bodes well for Lakewood to make the extra pass, find the open guy. Grayer tried doing that in the first half. Had the travel. Good to see that a young player come back and make that play.
Yeah, making the extra pass is huge, especially, when it's a shooter of Wacker's caliber.
22-18, the Tigers lead after a pair of free throws is split. And Karan's three-pointer wedges between the backboard and the rim, and Farmer takes it the other way. Cleveland Heights not afraid to pull it from deep. Otrix knocks down the 3. And you look at a team, we haven't seen Cleveland Heights obviously play this year. We've seen them on video. But certainly, if you're a team that comes out and in the first quarter you're pulling college and NBA range three-pointers, it just goes to show that you've probably been doing it this year and you're not afraid to do it. It's not something that you're foreign to. And certainly that confidence paid off right there as a big three-pointer was made and knocked down by the Detroit Mercy commit, Brian Otrix Jr.
Yeah, both teams, don't shoot the ball like they did that first half. They both can definitely shoot it, so you expect a little higher score in the second half.
Well, we've seen 2 3-pointers go down so far, so we'll see what the third quarter has in store for us here. Into the corner, it's Wacker working against Hall. Ulentz, the junior, the leader for this Ranger squad. Hesitation, but they're going to call a double dribble on Ulentz.
Yeah, you got to be really happy with the shot selection of the Rangers. They're being patient, getting good looks. Just getting them to fall is what we need to do. Rangers back in the zone.
That one no good. Hall pulled it down. A no-look behind the back pass to number 31, Stewart. Oh, my. What a pass there by Hall underneath. He flipped it behind his head without looking.
And second chance opportunities hurts the Rangers again.
Stewart going to the line to shoot more free throws.
This guy lives at the line.
Stewart had quite a bit of free throw chances in the first half, and he gets back there again. He's been a tough assignment for the Rangers as Keyshawn Hall has 10 rebounds already against this Lakewood squad. We knew Lakewood was coming in with a height deficiency, but we didn't expect Keyshawn Hall to be pushing a double-double with 6 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Hall got his palm underneath that one, and a rare call on that one.
Caught a break there. The Rangers in that press kind of just threw it to the Tigers.
I think we've done 20 plus broadcasts this season. We haven't seen a carry called one time.
No, it's the first one that I've seen this year.
6 minutes remaining. Karan corrals that one at his feet. Bounces it off to Ulentz, who splits the middle. The step back. Ulentz found some space, but no good as Hall will push it for the Tigers. Rangers trailing by 8 in a dangerous part of this game as that pass was thrown to maybe the ghosts of Cleveland Heights, who knows, but it will be Lakewood's ball nonetheless.
Sloppy.
And like I said, it's kind of, you kind of feel there's this tension right now in the gym. It's an 8-point advantage for Cleveland Heights, but Lakewood has been keeping it around a manageable number. But if this thing gets to 10, that's got to spell trouble for Lakewood.
Yeah, you don't want to get – you can go one way or the other right now.
Sure.
And you really hope it goes the Rangers' way.
Farmer only going one way, and that's straight down the hoop. 28-18, the Tigers lead, and a timeout by Coach Kamach. A 30-second timeout as Cleveland Heights has come out and has been attacking the Rangers' back line.
Yeah, that's not how you want it. You came out hot, you hit a shot, but then they kind of fell off a little bit, and now the Tigers are making a little bit of a run.
As the Tigers lead the Rangers 28-18. This has been a good game so far, and the offense has certainly picked up here in the third quarter. But what did you see as a good sign for Lakewood in that first half of play? Was there anything that you saw that you could predict Coach Kamach was going to talk to the group about?
Yeah, I mean, their patience. I mean, they're being patient. They're handling the pressure pretty good, as long as I say that they almost throw the ball away there. But they're doing a pretty good job with the breaking the press. And
as Neal gets the putback to go there, and Lakewood now trailing by 8.
Yeah, the Rangers are playing good basketball. It's just shots aren't falling. And they're taking a couple too many floaters for my liking. I'd rather see, hey, just take a jump shot. But,
that one out of bounds, and Lakewood has a chance to cut this to a 2-possession game.
Just continue to be strong with the basketball, be patient, and get good looks.
And like Lakewood a few nights ago against Bay in the GLC tournament, struggled against this type of pressure. I think they've been fine against the full court pressure from the Tigers, committing 3 less turnovers than the Tigers. Wacker's 3 no good. Coach Kamach imploring the Rangers to get back, and there's Q Neal. Jaquan Neal tips the ball away from behind.
Smart.
And was able to pull it out and find a wide open Ulentz for 3. That one short and pulled down by Onyx. excuse me.
More good looks, just can't get the ball in the basket.
A collision underneath as Farmer's layup no good. Pulled down by Stewart. The ball is taken to the ground as Neal and Stewart get mixed up. And a jump ball will keep the ball with Cleveland Heights.
Good sportsmanship there, helping each other up. Good hustle by both parties.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in at home. We're getting a lot of comments from Lakewood alumni that this is an old school LEL battle. Certainly Cleveland Heights and Lakewood used to duke it out in the Lake Erie League. Those are some good times here in Northeast Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. I remember Travis Kelsey playing against him.
Did you know that he went to Cleveland Heights? Yeah.
We played against him.
We are quite familiar with Travis Kelsey, us Cleveland Browns fans, as E.J. Farmer quite familiar with filling up the bucket as he knocks in a three. Wacker looking to knock down a three of his own is short, and the Tigers are pulling away here. 31-20 they lead. Jaquan Neal gets in the passing lane and steals that one.
If you're Wacker, you want to see him use more of his legs on his jumper.
Jaquan Neal, certainly his best offensive performance of the year. 12 points for the senior, and he's keeping Lakewood in this one.
He's playing hard. He's doing it on both ends, getting some steals, scoring the basketball. You'd love to see it.
Lakewood in this zone again. Otrix found himself open for a minute, was closed out by Karan. Instead, it's Pollard knocking down the three, and Cleveland Heights is heating up from distance. Knocked away, and Pollard will push it the other way. Pollard finds Otrix in the corner. That one is good, knocked down, but the shot was two. Cleveland Heights is on fire.
And this is what we talked about, Grant. The game was tight last night, and then they kind of able to pull away. This team can score. It just, when it happens.
This second gear is certainly being pushed, and the throttle is being stepped on right now for Cleveland Heights. And if you're Lakewood, the offense has been coming from Jaquan Neal, but you're sitting here looking at this one, and it's got to be Riley Unitz getting involved a little bit for Lakewood if they're going to make this climb back into this one, trailing by 14.
Yeah, you look up at the board, and he doesn't have any yet. You want to get him going early. He's taking some good looks. They just haven't fell. He's driven the basketball too.
And he's been more the facilitator tonight. I think has been definitely his role in the sense that he's looking to get guys open shots. He's done a masterful job of getting guys open shots. But again, this playoff atmosphere, this experience, certainly for the Rangers, they're looking to convert some of those open chances.
Yes, he's the guy you trust with the basketball. He's your best ball handler, and he's done a really good job of it, like you said, of distributing the basketball. They just got to fall. I don't know how many times we're gonna say it. You just got to get the basketball to fall in the hoop.
Cleveland Heights with 5 3-pointers here in the third quarter alone. They have certainly buffed up their numbers from deep. Eulens takes it against Hill. Finds Neal in the middle. Neal all the way down. Finds Karan in the corner for three. That one is good. And right on cue, Jaquan Neal finding Hakeem Karan in the corner. And Lakewood trying to get hot from deep to match the Cleveland Heights Tigers. Coyne fakes it from deep. Hill fakes it from three. That one tipped away. Hill's going to pull it from deep. No good. Farmer had that ball tipped, but he got the last say on that one, and Lakewood will regain possession. Eulens takes it, working against Otrix.
Yeah, the Rangers are doing a great job breaking the pressure, and they're turning it into points on that last possession. It was huge. Riley
Eulens, the facilitator for the Rangers tonight, finds a rolling Grayer with a no-look pass into the corner. Karan able to grab it. Eulens down the middle. That one tipped, knocked away, found its way into Neal's hands. Neal finds Eulens. Shot fake, and Lakewood will look to slow this one down. Working it around the arc. Karan takes it in, tipped by Grayer. Neal from deep. That three ball is good. Lakewood effort all over the court, and the Rangers are not going quietly.
Really good effort there by a lot of guys on that possession. That's a great possession.
Looked like almost a travel there by Otrix in the corner. Coyne not afraid to pull it from deep. That one wedges in the side of the backboard, and it's Lakewood's moment to get back into this one. 37-29. The Rangers looking to cut into the Heights lead with just a minute and 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Hall working against the smaller units.
They're being good, very, patient, not forcing anything. It's a great way to run offense.
Hewlins working against Coyne. Getting a screen from Grayer. He's going to work it to the middle, now matched up against Farmer. Neal back cuts on Otrix. The three-pointer from Karan is good! Ladies and gentlemen, keep those TVs turned on and turn up the volume. The Lakewood Rangers are coming back, but not without E.J. Farmer having a say. The Toledo commit knocks down a big three-pointer, and we see why he is one of the stars of this area. No moment too big for E.J. Farmer. We're going nuts over here. Lakewood's getting back into this one, and the calm, cool, and collected E.J. Farmer knocks down a big shot.
Yeah, and that's that's why he's so good. He just no moment too bright for him.
40-32, the Tigers lead. Hewlins found himself open for a moment, but the pass was away. Muhammad pulls a deep one. That one off the back of the iron. Karan was pushed underneath by Hill, and it will be a loose ball foul assessed to the Tigers.
A rare second chance opportunity for the Rangers. MJ had offensive rebound a couple possessions ago, but it's good to see the Rangers getting second chances.
15.4 ticks left on this clock. 8-point lead for the Tigers. Hewlins open. Farmer closing out. Muhammad from the corner. That one is good! And the Rangers are heating up from deep.
Let's get a stop here, boys.
5 seconds remaining. Otrix going to pull from deep. That shot is good! Oh, my! Brian Otrix Jr. with a triple from deep. And, Pat, that is the second quarter in a row where Otrix has pulled from deep and broken the hearts of the Rangers going into the huddle.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. You got to look at the clock, know that he's going to be pulling it. Riley contested it. You don't want to foul, but, man, that's a big shot.
Certainly, that's why Brian Otrix will be playing at the next level next year. My, oh, my, what a great shot from him. We have a classic brewing here. The Rangers looked like they were falling into the trap. Cleveland Heights has really turned it on teams in the second half this year consistently. It looked like the Rangers were going to fall victim to that once again in this sectional final. But, man, did they battle on the offensive boards, getting some turnovers, and finally knocking down some shots.
Yeah, they've started to hit them, so hopefully it continues. They had a couple pretty good defensive possessions there, too. You kind of forget about it with that big three hit late. But build off that, and, that's why you play 4 quarters.
Lakewood will have it coming out the final frame here in what could be the last quarter of Lakewood basketball for the year. We're so glad you are tuning in with us at home. This has been a classic.
Yeah, let's start off, get a good bucket, good offensive possession, and set the tone for the fourth quarter.
Lakewood looking to inbound it, and Hewlins will bring it up. Finds Neal, who's been hot tonight. 12 points for Neal as he drives in. The layup no good. Good defense there by Coyne. And it's big, number 4, Hall. Finding Coyne. Works it around to Otrix for 3. That one way off. And Lakewood will take it back. Trailing by 8.
Wish you would have done that to end the third quarter. It's a spot. And a violation by
a
the
mental
Rangers.
mistake there. Lakewood, certainly the margin of error is getting slimmer and slimmer down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Farmer working off a screen from Hall. Farmer got himself inside. It was tipped away by Neal. He's going to argue that he was not the last one to touch it.
Yeah, that close call. Those are tough.
Otrix gets it. He's matched up against Karan. Karan bringing the energy for the Rangers in this second half. He's been huge. Hall, the step back. That one is good. A tough shot by Hall as the big man shows his range. A step back into the corner, Pat. One of the most difficult shots. But he did that with ease.
Yeah, if you're a Ranger, you think that's, hey, we'll live with that. And
certainly.
Then, wow, knocks it down.
46-35. Heights leads the Rangers. 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Lakewood looking to counter that big Keyshawn Hall three. It'll be a Moody from the corner. That one is good. And the big men are trading deep shots here at Cleveland Heights High School. 46-38. The Rangers now trail.
Big defensive possession here for the Rangers. A stop goes a long way.
That three-pointer is good by Hill, and the Cleveland Heights Tigers have no interest of breaking down the Ranger defense. They are more than content from pulling from deep, and boy, has it paid off for Cleveland Heights.
You know, both
as Ulitz gets down Broadway, and he is fouled going to the bucket. A chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
I'll tell you what, Grant, both teams kind of forgot about their shooting woes in the first half because they're really knocking them down here in the second half.
Yeah, they're gonna have amnesia when we show them the stats. Say, hey, this is what the first and second quarters looked like. They're gonna say, no, it didn't. Right. It's gonna be quite a shock for them going back and looking at this one. But man, a great take by Ulitz, and he's gonna have to be Mr. Fourth Quarter for the Rangers here.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to instead of distribute, start taking ownership and carrying the load for the Rangers scoring wise as well.
As Ulitz converts the free throw and the three-point play. And it is an 8-point advantage for the Tigers. It feels like we've said that a few times before.
Yeah, it seems like it's been 8 for a while.
Coyne, the three-pointer, no good. But a leaping rebound by Cam Majors over Karan. Gets the ball out to Farmer, no good. And it's Q Neal controlling that one. And it's high time for the Rangers of Lakewood.
And that's the best part about high school kids, man. They have short, memory. They forget it, and now they're shooting lights out.
Ulitz working against Hill. Looking to break down after the screen, but he got it back to Neal. Neal working against Majors. Coyne switch ons to Neal. Ulitz working against Majors now. Reaching in, looking to try to take that one away from the junior guard. Ulitz the in and out. Finds Grayer in the corner, and Moody will take it and get it set up. Neal working against Coyne. Thought about it. Moody thought about it. And they're going to say a traveling violation is called. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I didn't.
But certainly
either.
We are up here in the fantastic balcony of the Cleveland Heights gym, so it could have escaped our purview. Hill working with it. The time is on the side of the Tigers as they pull their offense out to the perimeter.
Yeah,
Farmer, again, those are shots that Cleveland Heights has been taking tonight, but you see Farmer working it around. Hall going to work it. Another nice dump inside as Keyshawn Hall with the no-look pass. Great skill from the big man.
Yeah, the Tigers have the advantage of taking a little bit more time. Rangers have been very patient, but they need to start being a little bit more aggressive.
Neal working it around.
By no means do they need to force anything, but you want to start moving at a quicker pace.
Grayer found himself the ball in the corner, dribbled for a few, and then found Muhammad for three. No good. Pulled down by Majors. And Lakewood is on the brink, trailing by 10. Coyne wide open for three. And a defensive breakdown is certainly hurting the Rangers at the least opportune time. Yeah. 54-41, the Rangers trailing the Tigers. His unit step back three is nothing but net. Ulitz with 6 points now in a big fourth quarter.
You may not think it's a great idea, but you may start seeing some pressure by the Rangers, maybe picking it up a little bit.
A fortuitous miss for the Rangers as Coyne didn't get that open look to fall. And Lakewood trailing by 10 in a critical point of this one. Just 4 minutes remaining in the sectional final. Winner goes on to face Maple Heights or Shaker Heights. Loser goes home. Grayer tried saving it, but threw it to Farmer. In the corner, it's Hill for three. That one no good. Moody was able to tip it to Neal, and the Rangers looking to break out the other way. Nice rebounding there by the Rangers.
Yeah, Q Neal's been rebounding the ball great all day. He plays so much bigger than he actually is.
And Muhammad, not known as a great leaper, but was able to get enough on there to tip it. The three-pointer for Muhammad is good! Ahmed Muhammad do it on both ends and get the Rangers within 7. Muhammad with 12 points, 4 triples for the senior. And Cleveland Heights, it was interesting to see them pull those triples so fast.
Yes.
The past few times down. You can see the captain, E.J. Farmer, slowing this one down.
Saying, hey, guys,
He will take it. Farmer's three is no good, but the bounce comes out to Major.
That's tough. That's just a long rebound. That's
3 minutes remaining. Majors has it. Going to get it into Hill's hands, who is not being guarded, and a 5-second call won't be called until he gets close enough to the ball handler.
Yeah, you gotta start pressuring the basketball. It's actually
Units tried to take that one away. Moody tried to take that one away. Farmer rips it through, and what a back-breaking layup by Farmer.
It's funny, Grant. Actually, I believe the technical rule is within like 6.
Yeah, but rarely do you see it.
No, it's always within
6.
arms.
Yeah, right. As boy, E.J. Farmer showing his chops right there. It didn't look like he had much space. He created it with the step through, and where everybody in the gym thought he was going to go right-handed here, the up and under, and boy, the athleticism to finish. He has been impressive tonight with 22 points leading all scorers here at Cleveland Heights.
Yeah, it's been a two-man show for Cleveland Heights, with other guys trickling some points in, but those two leading the way. Rangers have been a little bit more spread out scoring-wise. Guys are getting it going in the second half.
56-47, the Rangers trail. 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Now, I'm going to throw it back to an example that Lakewood was on the other end of. 10%. For the Rangers, they had a lead like this against Elyria Catholic, if you remember.
Yes.
At the Coliseum of Elyria Catholic. And certainly you thought to yourself, this is wrapped up, no way. But EC got back into that game. What can the Rangers learn from that breakdown where the Rangers ultimately won in overtime? But certainly a 10-point lead was not safe for Lakewood. What can they take maybe from that mistake? Maybe that obviously something they wish they had back against Elyria Catholic. They wouldn't have played it the same way. But you can learn from your mistake.
Oh, yeah.
What does Lakewood need to do here to get back into this one? Because it feels like, again, they've been around 8 points, 7 points. They just can't get over that hump. And credit to Cleveland Heights.
They got to speed up the Tigers. It's not going to be easy with, such really good guard play that the Tigers have. But with 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock, you really have to pressure the basketball, try to force some turnovers.
Farmer knocks down the free throw, and he pushes this lead to 10. Lakewood coming back with it. It'll be Yulnitz directing the offense. Yulnitz splits the double team. Ball's on the ground. Jump ball called, and it'll go back to Cleveland Heights.
Looks like Coach Kamak calling out some defense, switching things up here and there. Really need to force a turnover here.
Lakewood without their leading scorer, Pete Petsourus, with a broken finger, doing their best to try to take down the number 9 seed in the region. Farmer's layup no good. Neal tried to get the board, but Farmer too tough underneath. And E.J. Farmer has been the closer with 25 points for the Cleveland Heights Tigers.
Yes, he has. He's a really good player, and he's coming down in crunch time and kind of taking it home for the Tigers, but hopefully, there's still 2 minutes left in this ballgame.
We're under 2 minutes remaining here from Cleveland Heights High School. Neal been the catalyst all night for the Rangers, and his floater goes as Lakewood elects to get back into the half court. You thought a little full court pressure might be coming there.
Yeah, they're definitely going to start trapping, but because time is not their friend right now.
And only 3 fouls for the Rangers in this half as Farmer pulls down another rebound. Hull pulls down another rebound and another foul. And one opportunity. Certainly, Pat, you are right. That was a tough one.
That's a backbreaker right there. You get a stop, they tap it around.
And the ball's tapping around. Right.
Ugh.
Keyshawn Hall at the line. Some interest from Walsh University as bingo, that one goes down for Hall. And the Rangers now trail 62-49, just a minute 25 remaining.
And, the Tigers have missed some free throws today. So, getting them on the line might not be a bad idea.
As Hall sent it away, but Karan got it back, and the floater there by Karan is good. And Rangers trail 62-51. Karan cuts off Atrix. Hall being double teamed. Finds the outlet in Pollard. Pollard underneath the layup, but he is fouled. A short-sighted take there by Pollard, but he will go to the line with the clock stopped. 56.7 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you probably, if you're Cleveland Heights, you're going to pull that one out and use a little bit more clock. But he drove it in and going to the line now.
We're so glad everybody's been able to join us tonight, tuning into this good one. This has been certainly a fantastic sectional final. Mark Jarvis checking in. Q Neal, the senior, coming off in his last action for the Rangers. What a season it's been for Jaquan Neal. We've enjoyed watching him this year. It's been a very, very successful season for the senior.
Yeah, he definitely left it all out there today. He really played his butt off, worked really hard, rebounded the basketball, scored a lot tonight too.
He was the heart and soul of the Rangers tonight. If there's a game ball to be had, it's Jaquan Neal's. As Jarvis checks into the game for the first time, the senior, good to see him out there as well as Pollard missed both, and Lakewood will take it down. It's Karan tiptoeing the sideline. Jarvis corrals it. That one was kicked, and they will give the ball back to the Rangers out of bounds.
Yeah, it's tough for these seniors. You got to feel for them, especially, even tough for Pete Patsoris, senior, can't even play his last game. It's tough when you don't know it's going to be your last game.
As Karan's reverse layup drew air, and Hall displaying his ball handling skills.
It's like the ref didn't want to acknowledge that the Rangers were trying to foul there.
As some more subs will come on for Lakewood. It'll be Harper and Hollenberg checking in for Marcel Grayer, Riley Gulnitz. Aiden Wacker also out of the game.
DJ Jones doesn't realize he still has his mask on.
I think he's electing to play with it on.
Hey, it's your prerogative.
As we saw some great senior performances this year from guys like Wacker and Ahmed Muhammad, who battled tonight. He had a great shooting performance in the second half as Farmer puts in the layup. Man, we really salute this Lakewood Rangers team this year. They have been fantastic, having us along for the ride. We can't be more appreciative and more grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, Grant. And, I appreciate everything you do for the broadcast as well.
Well, it's been a good one. As we've kicked off the Lakewood Sports Channel, we can't thank everybody at home enough. We wouldn't be where we are without the support from the Lakewood Community Administration and Athletic Department. As Jarvis's three no good, the clock will run out, and Cleveland Heights is moving on to the district semi. 64-51, they are the winner. As this one concludes here at Cleveland Heights, I want to say a big thank you to everybody watching out there in the Lakewood community at Lakewood High School, the Lakewood Athletic Boosters. A specific big thank you to Vince Franz, the Lakewood Athletic Boosters president, for helping us pull this off. This has been a fun time.
It's been a lot of fun.
In a year where there's not a lot of fun stuff going on,
No.
We were able to bring over 20 basketball broadcasts to the Lakewood community and beyond. We were able to get the alumni involved, the community involved, and really showcase all the hard work those guys put into it, the coaching staff, the trainers, and it's certainly the players. We have been so proud to bring you Lakewood basketball and so proud of this team.
Oh man, it's been so much fun. I mean, it's cool, when you're out and grabbing dinner or takeout food or what have you, and people are like, hey, I saw the broadcast. I mean, you guys are doing a great job, or it's been fun to watch this team this year. We're beginning, and it's new, but we're spreading and getting bigger as it continues. So it's been a lot of fun.
And this is the end of the road for not only the Lakewood Rangers varsity basketball team, but the Lakewood Sports Channel this year. We have some plans for the spring. We hope to unveil those to everybody soon. But man, we have been so appreciative of all the, like you said, all the compliments, all the comments that people have been handing our way. And it wouldn't be possible without the Lakewood Athletic Boosters, First Federal of Lakewood, the Lakewood Athletic Department, and certainly the Lakewood basketball team. We felt like part of a team this year.
Mm-hmm.
They were gracious to us, allowing us to ask the questions, come to the practices, and just be a part of their run this year. And unfortunately, it comes to the end of the night, but boy, was Cleveland Heights good. And if you're Lakewood, you got to take solace in the fact that you had a great season. You were able to get through it, a few shutdowns, what have you. But boy, was it a fun ride.
Yeah, it really was. And I mean, this season for the Rangers just it's has COVID written all over. And if it wasn't COVID, it was injuries. You know, I don't think they had their full squad for one game this year, which, you know, it's tough. But you know what? Those kids battled through it.
Sure.
You know, they played really hard. You know, they didn't win, you know, as many games as they'd hoped, but they played hard and won a handful of games, you know, and it was a fun ride.
Well, some great memories for me. You know, the game at 6 out, they played so well against River. That Brecksville game, even though it was a loss, that was a young team out there against a team in Brecksville that's going to go far in these playoffs, in my opinion. Yeah. That was a fun one to call that game. You know, but my favorite moment of the year has to be that EC game, where not only did that game go to overtime and it was tight and tense, and Coach Kamak was on the broadcast after, Coach Leva was on the broadcast, but we got to see a really special moment for the Elyria Catholic senior knocking down some free throws over there for the Panthers. And that was just a microcosm of Northeast Ohio basketball. Sportsmanship, effort, tenacity, and just a really fun moment at EC and a really fun game. That's what, you know, interscholastic sports is all about.
Yeah, that was a really good one, Grant. And, you know, also the GLC tournament was a lot of fun.
Sure.
You know, first time they put it together kind of on, you know, on the fly, and it was a great success, and hopefully see it for years to come. Well,
it was certainly a fun season, and we want this to be something that comes down the pipe for all of our Lakewood fans for years to come, whether it's Pat or myself or a student-run broadcast here coming up soon. We can't wait to see what happens with the Lakewood Sports Channel, and we hope that you will tell others, spread the word about the Lakewood Sports Channel, and continue the amazing support that we have seen. And lastly, as we sign off tonight, I want to give a big shout-out to Tyler Danberg over at Fairview High School. His last broadcast for the FPCSBN, over 300 broadcasts, starting from 8th grade all the way to his senior year. We want to give a big shout-out to Tyler. People don't understand how helpful he was, and Chris Kaminski and Joe Dianetti, all those guys over there at the FPCSBN, in helping the Lakewood Sports Channel grow. Those guys were instrumental, and I just want to give a big shout-out and much respect to Tyler and all those guys over there, because they are the gold standard, but could not have been more gracious in helping us out.
Absolutely, Grant. And you know, this might be his last broadcast for Fairview, but he's got a future in him, man. Yes. He's really good.
Yes, we can't wait to follow along with that. Well, for the last time, Pat Hayes, Braden Volkancic behind the camera tonight, Grant Graves bringing you our final broadcast of the season for the Lakewood Sports Channel. A big thank you to the Lakewood Athletic Boosters, the Lakewood Athletics Department, and especially all of you. Have a good night, and for the final time, go Rangers.